Ladies and gentlemen, now in today's video we're going to be having a little bit of fun with a 5-star version of Elsa Bloodstone. So for today we're going to start off in a bit of Act 5 Chapter 3, kind of play about with Elsa, get used to her at the 5-star power level, and then if we want to open her up a little bit more, and I suspect that we probably will, we're going to jump into Realm of Legends and maybe also Variant 1. So we're going to start off with some fairly evenly matched stuff at the moment, kind of a good testing ground for 5-star rank 3. So this is Chapter 5, Act 5, Chapter 3. So yeah, let's just get fighting as soon as possible, man, because the 3-star gameplay was so much fun. I'm very curious to kind of test out the 5-star and see what this champion's potential is like at rank 3, because we, I imagine, still have at least a couple of rounds on the old Man-Thing and Elsa Bloodstone Cavalier crystals, so it'd be very nice to get this last awakened or play 6-star version of Elsa Bloodstone. That would seem like a very, very good time there. Let's go straight into a special 2, and this man is absolutely ruined, and you know, especially when starting a fight, it's kind of the weakest point in, like, Elsa Bloodstone's rotation. Like, when you're initially trying to apply those debuffs, that's when you don't really have the damage. That's why I'm keen to maybe go into some slightly higher level content today to test out our damage output a little bit more. But I do like Elsa, man. I've got a bit of a soft spot for this champion, but she is certainly nowhere near, like, the next Beyond God tier champion. She's just a little bit quirky, a little bit fun to play. Let's go for another light ending combo there, get those stacks of busted up, so every single crit you can see we're dealing about 1,000, well now about 1,800 additional damage. Need to keep that aggressive gameplay up. Let's end with a light there, go straight into a special 2, pile those incinerates, they will have like mega bonus damage. I would say mega bonus damage actually, but look at that, they're still dealing like 87 per tick, so the incinerates, you know, maybe not the strongest point of the character, but it's really all about dumping the the busted debuffs off light combo and trying to utilize those as much as you possibly can. And if you're getting some sort of debuff that's not non-damaging on you, then you can purify that and get like a massive boost to your crit rating as well. So matchups like the Invisible Woman, where you can purify like her invisibility to instantly make her visible, you can just also convert that into a massive crit buff as well, man, which seems like a pretty damn good time. So I think Elsa, she's going to be a little bit niche, but a bit of an interesting addition to the game, and certainly not a bad champion to pull as a 5 or 6 star just by the initial look of it. Let's drill in those light combo enders here and go for another light combo ender straight into a special 2. Plenty of time to connect there, which is always fantastic. And while we've got the rounds on cooldown, we're gaining an increased power gain as well. It's a nice little bonus. See our power just shoot up there. And Archangel is down, boys. So yeah, doing quite well so far, man. Not dragging on these matchups too much, eh? But let's move on to our next opponent, who is the Vulture. Now, Vulture, I don't think he's Incinerate immune, but he does absorb Incinerate, so this might not be the best matchup for Elsa Bloodstone, because if they're like naturally Incinerate immune, instead of Incinerate, you do apply Cold Snap, so I'm not too sure if we're going to get the Cold Snap here, or if he's just going to instantly convert like our Incinerates into Chitauri energy, which shouldn't matter too much, because I imagine he's just going to stay at 100 Chitauri energy. But one of the cons about Elsa Bloodstone is you can't really backdraft if you want the damage output on this character, because you do need to commit to those glorious 5 combos. Alright, let's go for a 5 combo, straight into a special 2 there. And yeah, absorbed all the Incinerates. Let's go for another busted buff. I think if we 5 combo straight into a special 2, then this man is in the bin. So 58 hits there. Again, that fight I feel dragged a little bit more than some of the other fights, just because we couldn't like incinerate Vulture and get all the incinerate damage. And while it isn't, you know, the craziest amount of damage in the world, it certainly still does help. And I have a feeling that the next matchup against Gru is going to be like super fantastic either, just because we do have heavy debuff reduction duration against Gru. So yeah, we'll see how this one works out, but it doesn't look like it actually applied to the busted debuffs there. It looks like those are at full duration. So I'm not too sure if I'm looking at that right, but yeah, they don't seem to be affected by Groot's debuff reduction. But Kabam, quality assurance, if you are watching, please keep this. It would be good. Actually, no, I think I might be incorrect there, man. I think they are expiring a little bit quicker. Yeah, because you can usually get 5. So yeah, I think it is working as intended. Because yeah, usually by the point we fire off the special 2, we've got 6 of those. Unless I did something to mess up the rotation a bit. And the Incinerate's definitely had a bit of a shorter duration there as well. Let's go with a light ending combo, another light ending combo. Oh, I wasn't quick enough on the dash back there. Right, I think special 1 might be able to finish this fight off here. Hey, not too bad, man, not too bad. So 59 hits there against Groot. You can see matchups that do have some form of Incinerate absorption or debuff reduction. Just certainly not favourable matchups for Elsa. But let's go into this Venom next. This Venom is fairly beefy. We've got 81,000 hit points here. So this is a bit of a test to see if Elsa is going to be a bit interesting to play in Variant in a bit. Let's smash in that combo. We've got 3 stacks of Busted so far. Going for the 4th one there. Come on, mate. Bro, this lad just isn't throwing a special 1. Right, I think one of 5 combos straight into special 2, but also the Incinerate damage does get enhanced by Busted as well. So the fact that we've only got 2 stacks, I think we are missing some level of damage output there. A little bit more safety on evading the special 2 with the Nick Fury synergy, man. So he certainly can appreciate that one. Let's drill in a combo there. Fire off the special 2, and there we go. Straight in the bin. 57 hits. Again, it's not bad for a 5-star rank 3, but it's certainly nothing that is like, wow, game-changing, insane. But I think Elsa is going to fit somewhere in the either like the high demigod tier or low demigod tier. Again, we don't have our awakened ability, and our awakened ability does give her additional advantages damage-wise against science champions, villains, and also XL champions. So that Venom fight would have been a little bit faster if we did have the awakened ability. Come on, mate. Oh, we missed the parry there. Got it that time. And also, if you get that little parry evade, you also trigger 1 stack of Busted as well, which is fantastic. And then that round starts reloading again. Oh, that's a fast matchup against Yondu there, mate. 42 hits. Certainly, you know, not too bad there. I'll take that one. But what do we have up next? We've got Unstoppable Colossus, and she's just about hanging in there, you know, just over 50%. We haven't had to use any health potions yet. So she has some form of, like, damage avoidance when it comes to this very interesting and unique parry mechanic that also evades the opponent. But yeah, if they're unstoppable, it doesn't seem to push them back there. So luckily I had the Nick Fury synergy to save me a bit. I think because we couldn't be quite as aggressive in this matchup, we have lost a certain source of damage output. So if we can dodge that special 2, that'd be a great time. Come on, mate. Five combos straight into special 1. Should do the job. So Unstoppable Colossus, you know, we still dealt with him, we still got him down. So that was alright, man. That was alright. But let's move on to the Civil Warrior matchup now. I'm interested also to see, like, the final boss in here is Black Panther CW. And whether or not, if you, like, parry him with the, like, evade parry while he has a stack of armor up, I assume that's not going to reflect the stun, right? So that might be a bit of a counter to a mechanic like that. Right, straight into special 2 there. Get all the incinerates up. It's dealing a little bit more damage, eh? Yeah, nice little rotation to finish that one off. Dude, I would love an Elsa Bloodstone on my free-to-play account, man. If, you know, I had an option to get her as one of the first 6-star champions, that would be a little bit fun, a little bit different. But I also do want Massacre, man. Massacre would be a great 6-star champion. Like, he's another one of those science champion. Science champions, skill champions. I kind of feel like Elsa Bloodstone is going to fall in the category of really good character, but maybe not really as played as some other top options. Just because comparatively speaking, the top options, man, are just a bit too good, eh? Got your Nick Fury, your Blade, your Aegon in the skill class. It's very, very stiff competition. Look at that! Oh! That was a beautiful round there, lads. Those incinerates, I feel like we're dealing a decent amount of damage that time. Especially when you get 6 of them off. So yeah, really good little matchup against Iron Fist there. I'll certainly take that one. But let's chuck in a full energy refill, because there's probably still quite a bit we want to do today. So let's try and finish this off. I think we'll go left-hand side because we got Hulkbuster and also Doctor Strange. And let's try and not use any health potions. So we're at 30%, you know, playing on the ropes with Elsa, and hopefully this is going to turn out all right. But also this direct damage seems to be quite nice for mitigating Hulkbuster's armor here as well. Oh no, I thought we were at the special 2. Ah, well. Mistakes were made, lads. Come on, mate. Perfect. Alright, we just need really one more combo, special 2, and this man should be in the bin. Yeah, you need really aggressive opponents in order to utilize a lot of Elsa's stuff as well. This champion, I don't feel like she's like that far away from being something a little bit crazier than she is. Just if you have the duration of the busted debuffs increased by something like 5 seconds, and kind of toned up the incinerates a little bit more. I reckon you could do some very interesting stuff with Elsa. So if they do decide to rebalance this champion, man, I'd like to see a few more seconds on the busted debuffs. Because if you could stack those up a fair bit, like that's just going to ramp up a lot of the damage, a fairly significant amount. Oh no, I thought we might have been at the special 2 there. Alright, double medium, straight into special 1. I reckon that should be enough. Sorted, mate. Sorted. I think the fact that we've got, like, this far on this path without using a single health potion, you know, it speaks somewhat to the sustainability that Elsa does get, because we have messed up a fair bit, but that ability to, when you parry, kind of go for the evade and take no damage and also get an opening, is just really, really useful. And it's kind of like a more valuable perfect block that deals a little bit more damage. And also applies when you bust the debuffs. Certainly not a bad time, mate. Certainly not a bad time at all. Right, we're going in this time. Oh, look at that. 2k on every crit. Let's go. Yes, we'll have some of that. Thank you. Oh, and also the Incinerate does lower block proficiency by 50%. But that's a great fight against Angela, man. That went really, really fast. And finally, we haven't used a health potion so far. Do we want to risk it, man? We might as well. We might as well. Let's go for it. We've got 2,000 hit points left versus BPCW. But if we pull this off, you've got to smash that like button, lads. There we go. No stun reflex. That's a fantastic time to start off this matchup. I'm still going to go for the backdraft here. There we go. Right, let's connect that on just for a little bit of safety. Straight into a special 2. Come on! Let's freaking go, mate! That was a sick boss kill, man. That was really, really good. Well, we did the whole path. We didn't have to use any health potions there. So yeah, I like Elsa, man. Like, the more I was a little bit like, oh man, I feel like she's letting me down a little bit toward the start of the video. I think it was those like Vulture and Groot matchups that made me lose like a little bit of confidence in this character. But hey, once we got like properly into it, mate, she's an absolute beast. So yeah, I was really impressed, man. I'm very glad that we managed to do that full run as well without using any health potions there, because there were a lot of fights. But I think for the next challenge, let's jump into a little bit of variant, man. So if we go into the event quest, we go into the Ultron's Assault variant, and have a look in Chapter 1. We might try a couple of fights here, but we do need to alternate the team a little bit, so I think we'll shift over to like a 4-mutant crit team here. So if we bring in Storm, we can get Magneto, and if we get Magneto, then we can get Wolverine, and we can also drag in Cyclops as well, so just a very easy team to form. And drag in synergies, boys. That is an additional pro tip if you didn't already know about that one. Well, let's try against Masochism. I actually had a bit of a play around in this fight yesterday. I think she worked quite well versus the Masochism node, because the parry should again dash us back, but then also apply a debuff. So as long as we got the evade, we can always get through Masochism there. Granted, the Masochism does eat up like a little bit of our damage output, but there are so many buffs on Elsa that it doesn't like matter as much. You can just like throw an Incinerate in to the Masochism node if you want. Right, come on, mate. Right, 5 combo. Let's burn up all those Incinerates there. Probably should have just immediately gone for the special 2, but hey, it is what it is. Let's go for a special 1 here. They're busted now. Let's throw an Incinerate into the Masochism node. Right, come on, mate. Maybe should have tried to ambitiously chain on. Special 2. Right, I reckon we can end this. Yeah, so overall, not the fastest, but also not the slowest kill I've seen from a 5-star rank 3 against Masochism Carnage, and she kind of like circumvents that Masochism node as well. So she's not a bad counter to it. There are better champions, but hey, she got the job done, man, and didn't lose too many hit points. But I think now we got the moment of truth. Let's take this last against Iron Man Infinity War, and see if the kind of evade counter parry works against this dude. I think it does, to the best of my knowledge. Oh, evade failed. No, not on that one. Maybe on light attacks it will. So yeah, on the mediums don't work, but on the light attacks it does. Of course, man, that repulsor blast is too good. Hopefully, there we go, boys. Sorted. Oh no! Well, as we've seen here, she's not the best counter to Iron Man Infinity War. Maybe if I played a little bit better toward the start, not eating so much block damage, she would have gone down. But you know, now we know, boys. Now we know. So the mediums, but you can still get away from the lights on that one. So not really the biggest advantage there. But I think she does have her uses in the first variant. However, now we want to end this one by seeing if there is some big potential output with Elsa Bloodstone. Let's have a look at this last versus Realm Legends Winter Soldier. So we're going to stay with, I think the 4 mutant crit team synergy should be the most beneficial overall. Let's try and race up to a special 3 here so we can get the cruelty, and then just hammer out those special 2s. I think is going to be the best rotation, but I might be wrong, man. I think there's a lot of complexity to Elsa, and certainly I do not know or have confidence that I know how to play this character to the best. So I'm sure some Elsa Bloodstone fans will figure out, you know, what is exactly the best rotation in almost no time at all. Right, let's dump those incinerates. Oh, a little bit too early there. Okay, it's all good though. So using the special 3 gives us 3 cruelty buffs. And all of these buffs increase our crit damage by a little bit. I don't think it's the most amount of damage in the world. But whenever we reload, we're going to refresh those cruelty buffs. So I think if we dump the special 1 now, just kind of ensures that we can refresh them all the time. But we want to now start building up our stacks of busted. And then get to the special 2 when we're very close to the special 3. I think it's likely we're probably going to lose 1 stack of cruelty by the look of it. But they don't all fall off at the same time, which is a really nice feature, man. There we go, let's fire that one off. And also, while we had both of our munitions on cooldown, we also gained like a load of additional power. 80% power gain if you got both of them on cooldown. It's a very good time. Oh, I probably should have ended with a light there. Oh, no, that worked out pretty perfectly, actually. Look at that, mate. 4,500 additional damage. That's it. That's what I was saying, boys. Like, if the... what is it? Debuffs just lasted a little bit longer. Make her so much more potent. Oh no, okay, that was really, really close to getting smacked in the face. Oh my goodness. Right, let's keep nuking in. We've almost got a special 2, but we don't really have any rounds in the chamber just yet. So yeah, let's fire off a medium ender there, straight into a special 2. Should be good. Right, so overall, I think that was like just over 4-minute kill time, just looking at the clock there. So I think in comparison to like yesterday's video where we were testing out Man-Thing, that was a fair bit nicer in terms of like damage per second. But still, 241 hits, you know, nothing like super game-changingly amazing or impressive for a 5-star rank 3, but also not super terrible either. So I think she's going to fall somewhere in kind of the low demigod, high demigod tier, but I'm very interested to see, again, that awakened ability, because that can enhance the champion even further against extra large champions, science champions, I think villains as well, and the final boss note. So yeah, she's got a little bit more that this champion might be able to do, but she's alright, mate. She's fun to play. I don't think she's a bad addition. But again, if I were to change this character, I'd like to see her debuffs last a little bit longer, so that you can get more benefit and kind of stack them up and do some like crazy burst combos, because I do think her damage, just comparatively speaking, is a little bit on the lacking side for most average matchups. So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, let me know what you think of 5-star Elsa Bloodstone in the comment section below, and if you did enjoy today's video, please do smash that like button. That'd be greatly appreciated. Aside from that, thank you very much for watching, take care, and I hope that you have an absolutely fantastic day.